So, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie. This is FiveFindFreedom. In today's video, as promised, I'm going to be showing what I am going to be using with my 12-year-old slash 8th grader for schooling this year. Since relocating to the Texas area, we have opted to do school from January through November. It just works better for us because in the hottest part of the day in the summer, we did schooling last year, so it all worked out. Anyways, all that to say is this video is all about that. And I'm just going to be taking it step by step through what I'm using. First, I thought maybe you guys would like to see what I'm using for lesson planning. And I've gone like pre-planning the whole year out, and then whiting out a bunch of stuff, to doing daily, to doing weekly. And so I have a plan like, okay, this is the routine of subjects we'll be doing today. And then I write down in this planner here exactly what they do each day. I'm going to show it to you and walk you through it. It is a simple planner. I got it from Ardell. I really like it. There's lots of planning pages in the beginning. And so I'll show you what a month normally looks like. So this is the divider for January right here. And then this is at the beginning. Things to accomplish, special activities. I haven't really used this much very well. Websites. We were going to be doing Khan Academy Math Grade 5, but after using it for a couple weeks, it turned out not to be a good idea. So we switched it. I do use it a little bit, such as like I was doing meal planning, I was doing different activities at the campgrounds, and then move day, because I know on move day we don't do any schoolwork that day. So, all right, let's bring it to a... All right, so here was last week. Okay, we did do any schoolwork on Monday because it was Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I have the math, science, history. History and geography are the same column. And then I was doing literature study, and then each different area of language arts. And I was, instead of trying to figure out, okay, exactly what I want you to do all week, and then playing catch up at the end, I decided to use pink for Ileana and blue for Jackson, and keep track that way. And we don't do school on Fridays. So this is this week. All right, so this week I have math, science, history. You can't see here, but this is all of the English language arts stuff for Jackson, including reading. And then for Ileana's right here, and any elective stuff. Spanish Day 13. Ellie's on a 13-day streak on Duolingo. And these are the things that we did today. I got to write that Jackson started a certain section of math in his new math book. They played more than sat down. I'm okay with that, because Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we're doing more sit-down work than playing around. So, and then Wednesday we travel day, and then Thursday we do schoolwork. Very seldom do we do schoolwork on Fridays. It depends if we didn't get a lot done during the week. But that's how it goes. There's lots of different ways you can set it up. And then here's next month. Same page as here. And then we're moving from one RV park to another on February 15th. So the way I have it set up is that either we move 2 days or 1 day of the month. It just depends on where it goes. Now, as you can see, I've used this, white it out, used it, white it out. But I will be doing different colors for each of the kids. I plan on keep on using the same planner once it comes out. They have a new version. It's the same layout and everything like that. It's just made with binded by coil, whatever, instead of heavy duty plastic. And then it's supposed to be more lightweight. It is pretty heavy, so I'm gonna get the same thing for next year, probably. I'm either doing that, or I might be doing 2 separate ones, like one for Illy and one for Jackson. Keep it separate, because by this time next year, Ileana will be doing 9th grade level works, which is high school. So I kind of want to try to get her to be a little bit more responsible for her work. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, so we're going to just pull stuff out of her backpack because we just store all their stuff in their backpack and cart it around with us. The only thing I don't have in her backpack right now is this book. I got this book at Half Price Books somewhere in Texas. It's Texas Fusion for grade 8. One thing I like about this is that there's plenty of color, reading, and then you write in it. Everything is written in there. There's no extra papers to keep track of. I really like that. So let me just show you the table of contents here. This is Jackson's. This is Jackson's. Okay. So Illy and Jackson are both doing the same Texas Fusion. One's grade 5, one's grade 8. So I actually showed you for grade 5, but it's the same. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next thing. This is her backpack. Has all of her stuff in it: folder, paper, notebook, a pencil pouch, and lunchbox. Sometimes we put lunch stuff in there. Okay. So for Ileana, who's doing mainly 8th grade work, it's all but one subject topic is 8th grade. So let's do all English language arts stuff first. We're doing spectrum writing, grade 8. We've used this before. I like it. She gets to practice different types of writing, and you can do like a rough draft and editing portions of your writing in here. And then I usually have her write the finished copy in a notebook. And side note, when she uses pen, she writes better, as in more legible. So that's nifty, and I don't really care if it's in colored pen or not. All right. Next, we have also Spectrum, grade 8, language arts. It has grammar, like parts of speech, sentences, and then chapter 2 is mechanics, like capitalization, quotation marks, semicolons, word roots, usage, multiple meaning words, and then like a writer's guide for writing a paper. I think it does a good job of that. And then also for writing language arts, we just got this one. It's word roots, and it's level 1, and it is put out by the Critical Thinking Company. She's done, I think, the first lesson. Yep, completed the first lesson. I really like it. There is a review every 2 lessons. The first lesson goes over the root word struct, and then lesson 2 goes over the couple more root words. We wanted her to expand her vocab and work on her spelling. Her spelling is fine, but sometimes there's words that she doesn't know. And me and my husband felt like if she sort of studied word root meanings, it would help her identify words that she doesn't know when she's reading. So we're doing this, and it's like a word. It's made to be done like there's like introduction and then sections A through D. So she could do 1 lesson a week in theory. Okay. And then yes, she's doing Horizons Health grade 6, and it's mainly like the body systems that she's working on that she's doing. And then we got that a while back. She's just finishing it up. And then for science, it's also by the Critical Thinking Company. It's U.S. History, Detective, Book 1. It's from the colonial era to the Reconstruction era. I can read, I promise. And it's for grades 8 through 12. And one thing I like about this book, let me just flip you around and show you. All right, so here's a lesson. It has the lesson number 20, the title, and it has a few sections, okay? Now, if you look really closely, you would see that each sentence is numbered. Now, why would this be important? Because, so after there's a question and then a multiple choice, and then you have to go back to what you just read and select the sentences that best support the answer. So I like the Critical Thinking Company U.S. History Book 1 because not only is she reading it, and then she answers multiple choice, she also has to back up her choice of her answer by going back through the reading and selecting the questions or the sentences for her answer for that question. And sometimes she does have to change her answer, or because based on what she found and when she went back, which is fine. And then every lesson has a short answer. There's been a few times she didn't understand what it was asking, so we just talked about it instead. But it's practicing her paragraph writing skills. So I really like that. And now for the dreaded math. The dreaded math. Okay, let's talk about math with my daughter. So math has not been her favorite subject, her best subject at all. And after trying out different curriculum, we found that we need to break down the explanation of the problems, really basic, and have more review in it. So we found this book at Books A Million, and I really like it because, and so does my daughter, because it has a lesson and it gives you definitions of stuff, and it breaks down the review, like an example, so very basic step by step. For example, let's go to adding and subtracting in decimals. It tells you to add or subtract decimals, place the numbers in a column with the decimal points lined up. Add or subtract as for whole numbers, line up the decimal points in the result under the decimal points in the column. And then it has example 1. Find the sum of 2.43, 1.485, 0.3, 12.02, and 0.074. And then a solution, and then very visual step by step. And for each new concept, it does that 2 to 3 times. And then it has a set of exercises. Now, it does have the answer in the back of the book, but I am asking her to show her work so me and my husband can see where she might be making her mistakes. And she did have her say in selecting this book. And another thing I like about it is that it doesn't have a grade level on it, but it goes all the way from whole numbers and adding as whole numbers, like 7 plus 5 equals 5 plus 7. All the way up to, let's see, what is the very end? Trigonometry. So we're going to be having her do this book until we feel like she is ready for like pre-algebra or algebra book, and then we're going to switch her over. So to recap what we're doing for my daughter for 8th grade year, we're doing no nonsense knowledge, mathematics. We got that from Books A Million. U.S. History Detective Book 1, Colonial Era to Reconstruction Era, from the Critical Thinking Company, and Body Systems for Health, Critical Thinking Company, Rude Roots Level 1, some Spectrum workbooks for English Language Arts, Science Fusion Texas Edition for 8th grade science, and we're also having her do Duolingo Spanish. 20 minutes a day at least a lesson a day. And so far she's on day 14 streak. So woohoo. Okay, I think that's it for this video. Stay tuned for another video coming up. Well, I will be going over what we are doing for my son's 5th grade year of homeschooling. As always, I thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you'd like this video, that is, and follow along while we are adventuring. This video is one of our like homeschool related videos, but I will be doing more videos about our travels and living in the RV and homeschooling at the same time. Thanks again and have a wonderful day. Bye.